They are dreaming once again at the Theatre of Dreams. Manchester United have only lost once in their last 19 in all competitions. Rio, Paul and Jolyon with me. Deep breath, Jolyon. What was your biggest concern or disappointment from the City point of view?
Yeah, the result, obviously. Derby day win, you want to do that for the fans. And it's been a disappointing result, game and week. But for me personally, it's the detriment it does to potential title race. Bigger picture, and the greatest respect to United and who they are. This is a derby game, but for Man City it's about winning the title, and obviously that's detriment to them today.
That's a little dig there, isn't it? Yeah, he couldn't help himself.
A little one.
He couldn't help himself.
It was all City at the start of the second half, though, Jolyon. They took the lead.
And on there, but I'm not too worried. It's 2 games over the course of the season. I'm sure there'll be trophies there at the end.
And be honest, at that point, Paul, did you genuinely think Man United had a chance of coming back?
I thought if they get 1, there's a good chance of getting 2. It's always likely to happen over the atmosphere. As Jolyon said, I thought City were in good control of the game. 20 minutes after half-time, you was slightly worried. I thought Marcus looked like he looked injured to me. He looked like he was injured or lazy. I'm not sure what it was. But these superstar players, they can produce moments that win games, and you have to keep them on the pitch at all times. And I think a special mention for Garnacho as well. I thought it was a massive influence when he came on. Arguably a bit more of an influence than Anthony was, and he's shown when he's come into the game he can beat a man. He's so quick and create a goal. It looks like he's going to score. He runs through all the time, and he made United look really dangerous. And
that equaliser is the controversial goal. Rashford was clearly offside, Rio. Peter Walton, though, saying he left it, didn't touch the ball, wasn't interfering with an opponent. I think I know what you're going to say, but how did you see it?
It's a goal. No, I just don't think Marcus doesn't impact any of the defenders' running strides, running patterns.
Interfering. He's offside, but he's interfering.
Some will say, City fans, it's at Old Trafford, Manchester United getting the decisions.
Well, you've got to put yourself in the position to get the decisions, and you've got to make yourself a dangerous team at times. And I thought we didn't do that as much as you would have liked here at Old Trafford. But when we did, I said we got in there and we were clinical. But people listen, they're going to say, because it's Old Trafford here and there with certain decisions gone on in the year. I think, listen, over a quarter of a season, it all weighs itself out.
And then just 4 minutes later, you already spoke about Garnacho. Just talk us through how good he was in the build-up to that winner.
I think he's been good every time I've seen him this season. I think he's been a real threat. As I said, I thought he probably should have come on before Anthony, although Anthony, he does have his strengths. Don't
back and keep passing it backwards, but him, oh no, that was a winning goal. That's what happens. Wow, but yeah, sorry.
On fire, isn't he, though, Marcus Rashford at the moment? Just flying, especially here at home. Well, I'm sure Pep Guardiola wasn't happy with that equaliser. We can hear from the Manchester City boss now with Des.
Pep, how do you react to that? There's a lot of tempers in the tunnel, and at the end of the match, unhappy with some of the decisions there?
The game was really good. We played really good, and in our levels that we play against them all the time. They are an incredible threat in the transitions, in the counter-attacks, and but the game, I congratulate the team, and he's proud to come here and play with his personality, and they run behind us and they expect one actions and punish us in the transitions.
Is there any dispute from your side about the first goal, whether Rashford was offside?
Well, Rashford was offside, Bruno Fernandes no, intervene Rashford or not, distract our keeper and distract our central defenders. The rule, I don't know is the rule, but I know where we play.
And Haaland as well, another penalty claim there as well, which was waved away.
I asked, but...
yeah, no answer. But you seemed to have control in the second half, didn't you? And then it was...
But in the first, except 5-10 minutes, because our fullbacks were not in the right position, but the second half was really good. And of course, in these stadiums, always you have to do it. But yeah, we missed a little bit our threat up front, our players up front. We were a little bit disconnected, but it's not easy. They follow man-to-man. The switch of plays, the fullbacks are close to our wingers, but yeah, I think we make a fantastic game, so counting the quality of the opening.
And it's a good assessment. It's a long season. There's plenty of games to play yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. We cannot win, so we won a lot. So it's not a problem. Problem is behave and perform like we have done. Always we are focused on that. So Carabao Cup is out. It doesn't matter. but we didn't perform how we are, and today we perform. And after the win another club. So, but now is don't be distracted what happened today in the first goal, and focusing, of course, in Spurs in a few days.
Thank you, Pat.
You're very welcome.
Pep Guardiola saying Manchester City played a good game. If Arsenal, though, win the North London derby tomorrow, Jolien, they can go 8 points clear. How significant do you think this could be in the title race context?
Yeah, it'll be huge if they go on to win that game. But obviously they've still got to play Arsenal twice. Arsenal still got to play United. So there's still a lot of games to be played and points to be won. And said if Arsenal go unbeaten in all them games and beat United and City convincingly in the coming weeks, then they will go on to deservedly win the title. But like I said, there's so much football to be played, and now you can hopefully gain on experience. And the City group and the City squad have been in this position over the last 5 or 6 years numerous times. So hopefully that bodes well for them at the end of the season.
Do you know the confidence that gives you, though? When you watch a game like this, the confidence it gives this Arsenal team, they must be sitting there licking their lips, can't wait for this game. Huge game, but they can't wait for this game. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, well, Erik ten Hag, for him, he's turning Man United into a force to be reckoned with. They're just a point behind City now. We can hear from the Man United boss with Des.
Eric, that's a big result. You must be delighted, not just with the result, but with the manner how you fought back.
I think with the performance as well. I think first half we play very well, and we defend very well. We are proactive. We break good opportunities we create in the breaks. So I was really happy in halftime with that. We should have 1-0 up, but it wasn't. And then after halftime, it changed. We had to sub Anthony Martial. Had some complaints, and then changes obviously the game. City came in the game. We were not that proactive anymore. And just before I want to change, then they score. And you're running after facts. But then what you say, the spirit in the team is so huge. The belief is there that the game is 90 minutes and that they can fight back. They keep believing it and they turn around. And so I'm really happy with that performance of the team.
Bit of a dispute about the first goal, whether Marcus was interfering with play as Bruno scored. How did you see it?
Yeah, I can see that from the other side as well. But I think when you see the rules, of course it's a confusing moment for the back line of the opponent. But when you follow the rules, he didn't touch the ball, he was not interfering, and then it's a goal because Bruno came from the back. Yeah, but I can see from the other side as well. Yeah.
Marcus Rashford, I mean, it looked like he was out in the first half. It looked like he was pulling up with an injury, but you can see how strong he is and how confident he is. And he had that pre-season as well. That's obviously made him physically stronger.
Yeah, but players have to be resilient, and you get kicked in a game, and obviously it happened and it hurts, but you have to keep going. You have to do it to get the right result, to get the right performance, and fight and deal with that painful moment, or even if it keeps painful, you have to contribute. Game will go on, and that's what he did today. And you see, he got rewarded for it, and the team got rewarded for it. In top football, you have to suffer, sacrifice for getting the right result and to win something.
And we talked before the game about testing yourself against the best. This is a step up for Manchester United in terms of display.
I think that's the right conclusion. It's another step forward, and I think the belief is back, but we are in a good direction, but there's still has a long to come, and you have to see today as well. And City is, I think, the best playing team in this league with Arsenal, and they are good as well. And you have to work out of possession. If you want to get a result, you have to be really good in the defending, and I think that is what we did. And then still they have qualities in a split moment to score a goal. We have seen that today. So one mistake and they score. But also you get rewarded when you do well, when you get the right organization, when you get the right intensity, when you are coming into the duels and you win them, and then you can get the right duels of the right result on the game, and you get the right spaces, and then on ball. In possession also you have to do something with those spaces, and I think I have to really compliment the team for that.
Congratulations, Eric. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The game to the team. We look like a team now. Some months ago, some time ago, you could sometimes the team, sometimes a little bit, each one of us looking a little bit for ourselves, but now you see a proper team that works hard for each other, and you see that it pays.
The first goal was a little bit controversial, because Marcus was offside and you're in on goal. Did you shout? Did you call?
No, I think because I was facing the goal, Marcus probably saw that I was in a better position. I didn't know if any of us was on offside or not, but it doesn't have any influence because there was no one closer to him. So it doesn't make any influence on the teammates to defend. The only one close was one close to me, so it is what it is. But it's a goal at the end, we are really happy for that.
Marcus, the winner. I thought you were injured in the first half. You were going to make the second half. I mean, what a finish.
Just a little knock, but in games like this you have to just try and push through, and thankfully I managed to do that. Obviously scoring the goal at the end and winning the game, that's what we set out to do. As Bruno said, that's always the aim before every game. This game obviously is a little bit special, but either way we're pleased to have the 3 points and continue winning at Old Trafford.
Needed something to lift you, because at the start of the second half City looked like they had control. Garnacho changed things, he added some pace in there, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a change of dynamics, and I think I've said this many times before, but the options that we've got coming off the bench, even when we've had injuries this year at times in the forward line and everyone's played out of position. Bruno played out of position today, but as you can see, everyone's putting a shift in, and when you've got players like Garner, young, hungry, full of talent, ready to come on and make a difference, and anything's possible. But yeah, like I said, we're very pleased to manage to come back, win the game, get 3 points, and now it's about recovering and moving on to the next game.
And there's no doubting the significance of this result, particularly when you look back to October. You're now 1 point behind City.
That doesn't matter for us. We have to look forward. We have to look forward for the next game, because you can be closer, but if you don't keep winning, they will go. So the mentality now is to be celebrating, because it's a big win on the derby. It's a long day today, so we have to celebrate that. But from tomorrow, straight away head on Crystal Palace. It's always tough to play away there, we all know that, so our focus has to be straight on that.
It was a nice interchange for that first goal. I think he could do the same. Marcus, hand that to Bruno, he's player of the match. Well done, gents, well played.